Hey guys, Sterling here, and it is rant time. In a recent Facebook post, I posed the questions, why don't more people try to understand anarchy? Why don't more people try to understand the concepts of liberty? And why aren't more people listening to anarchists? Somebody responded to these questions by saying that governments rise and fall, and so if you're not satisfied, change it. I'm not sure what the exact connection this individual was trying to make between those two ideas about government rising and falling and if I'm not satisfied, change it. But I will address the if you're not satisfied or if you don't like it, change it admonition, which is a common non-argument leveled against anarchists. So my first thought is, if you've been exposed to ideas of anarchism before, you should already know why we don't want to change it, why anarchists don't want to change it. So this is a validation of the idea that people aren't listening to anarchists. So let me help clarify. I wrote the definition of government down in my own shitty handwriting. Here it is. Government is a group of men with a monopoly on force over a large geographical region. So why would I try to change something that is couched on the fundamental principle that violence is necessary to solve social problems? Why should I try to rise up in the ranks of the government as a politician and try to alter the nature of government with my benevolent deeds when government is, its basis is to use force to control society, right? Force to control people's lives and try to create this utopian environment where society is running perfectly. Why should I try to work the mechanism of the voting system to get the right person elected? Well, it's for that same reason. That right person, even though they have a benevolent goal or agenda, they're still going to use the gun to get society to function in the way that you want it to, right? That's what government is founded on. This is why I'm not going to try to alter the system. This is why I just want to not have anything to do with the system, to denounce the system in its entirety. So another analogy to help clarify, take the mafia into consideration. The mafia is a group of criminals who want to gain a personal profit by hurting other people. So I have a website here that I was looking at, and it's a good blog that expresses the difference between a government and a mafia. Let me read this one part to you. Both collect protection money through a government prefers to call such collections taxes. Both are ready with threats of dire consequences if you don't pay up. Okay, so a mafia extorts your money and it's referred to as racketeering. A government extorts your money and it's referred to as taxation. Both entities are based on the initiation of violence against innocent people to meet its ends, even if those ends, those utilitarian ends, are different reasons. They're both based in violence. So you wouldn't think that it's conceivable for me to try to join the mob and rise up in the ranks and ultimately change the nature of the mafia, right? The intended goal, the whole idea why that structure forms is to hurt other people and to gain a profit, right? So with that, I've clarified what government is. We know that it's based on the initiation of force, and we know that government hurts people. But how many people does it hurt? This is a website called the Democratic Peace Blog, and this just focuses on how many people that Mao's governmental regime has killed or murdered. There's a number here, 174 million people have been murdered by this one regime alone. So, why would I try to join any government and try to alter it when I know that it's going to murder people? The number of people that it murders is irrelevant if we understand that murdering people is immoral and wrong. So why would I want to try to use that system to alter it so that it no longer murders people when we know historically that governments always murder its own citizens? The concept in the blog is referred to as democide. This is a common theme in what governments do. So why would I want to join that and be a part of that? Why would I want to try to alter that? And this is why we just want to do away with governments. And this is why the notion, if you don't like it, change it, is just nonsense. So please, just take that into consideration when you try to understand the concepts of liberty, or you try to understand what anarchists are talking about, and just try to listen to what anarchists have to say.